They say the last thing he saw was a woman in white, standing by the village well with no face, humming softly under the moonlight. That was the night Umuaka claimed another stranger. His name was Frank, a young journalist from Enugu. He came to the village to investigate stories about missing travelers. Everyone told him not to go, but he didn't believe in ghosts. He said, "There's always a reason behind superstition." He arrived in the evening. The villagers watched him from a distance, quiet and tense. No one greeted him. When he asked for directions to a place to stay, an old woman selling roasted yam whispered, "Don't sleep here after dark." But he stayed anyway. That night, he heard something strange, crying that sounded like it came from under the ground. The air smelled like wet soil and decay. When he looked outside, the whole village seemed empty, even though he'd seen people hours earlier. Then he saw her. A woman in torn white cloth, standing beside the old well in the center of the village. Her head tilted slowly as if listening to something. She had no eyes, no mouth, just smooth skin where her face should be. Yet somehow, she was humming. The sound made his chest tighten. It wasn't coming from her body. It was coming from inside his head. The next morning, he went to the village chief, asking who the woman was. The chief's hands trembled. He told Frank that long ago, villagers digging that same well found an ancient shrine buried beneath it, a shrine belonging to a forgotten water goddess. That night, all the men who dug it disappeared. Since then, every outsider who entered Umuaka never left. The chief begged him to leave before nightfall. But Ton's car wouldn't start. His phone had no service. The villagers had locked themselves inside their homes. By night, the humming returned. This time, it was close, right outside his door. The air grew damp, and the walls began to drip with muddy water. Then he saw wet handprints sliding up the door, leaving trails of soil behind. He screamed. No one came. 3 days later, police found him wandering barefoot on the road out of the forest, covered in mud, clothes torn, eyes wide with terror. His car was never recovered. His memory card was blank. He couldn't speak at first, only hummed that same eerie tune. When he finally did, he said, "She wanted me to stay." No one goes to Umuaka anymore. Maps don't even show it now. But sometimes, truck drivers say they see a light deep in the bush, flickering near a broken sign that still reads Umuaka. And if you stop to look too long, they say you might hear humming in the distance, soft, like a woman's voice. But by the time you turn around, the road behind you is gone.